All right, so uh, maybe you can tell me what you think about this. I thought about a few things tonight that maybe should, I don't know, put out, just some thoughts I should put out there. I'm not sure how many people might be thinking of this, but I can't be the only one, you know? So over the last few nights, I'm having trouble sleeping. My anxiety's all over the place. Um, not focused at work, uninspired. And when I'm like this, which happens a lot, uh, anxiety, when I'm like this, I realize that I do a lot of internalized self-hatred, if that makes sense. Because the problem for me is uh, who I am as a human being, who I am as a person. Like you always want to be, and again, I'm speaking for myself, although I hope I'm not alone. You always want to be a good person. You want to be a decent human being, someone who leaves a positive impression on the world. Um, so you kind of tend to think of yourself as a good person, even if you may not be. You may be a psychopath, a murderer. I don't know. And I don't. That's just an example of the wide variance in which you could be. I think most people want to be good. Most people want to idealize themselves as a positive, helpful, just innately good person. So the problem is, what constitutes this good person? Because we, as humans, we fail. We tend to fail. We make mistakes a lot, which is how we learn, how we grow. But because we do that, sometimes we don't know how to forgive those things within ourselves specifically. There's a lot of depression out there. There's a lot of guilt and sorrow and blame placed where it shouldn't be placed. But we, as a species, we don't necessarily have that part mastered yet, which is why we have mental illnesses rampant in every community. But I think we do want to be ultimately good creatures. So when it comes to people, relationships, friendships, business partnerships, I don't know, the work sector, school, court, prison, jail, hospital, doctor's offices, we have to interact with each other, all of us. And sometimes we don't make the best impression of ourselves. Sometimes we say the wrong thing. Sometimes somebody might catch us on the wrong day of the week. And we just fly off the handle. We do or say something that we don't mean to do or say. Does that make us a bad person? Maybe in that moment, or maybe we were just making a huge mistake. But that person may no longer be around us to say, for us to show our sympathy, ask for forgiveness in whatever capacity that may be. No one there to see us make the right choice, or that person, I'm sorry, wouldn't be there, or people, that crowd wouldn't be there to see us make the right choice. So they now know you, or maybe just have this impression of you to be not so good person. No, you may be, in fact, a beautiful, life-saving person with the best of intentions, this long rap sheet of successes and however you define successes. And you may just really be like a saint. You may. And if you are, that person wouldn't know that. Now, okay. Now, put that on the back burner, because the real impetus of this is not about the other person not liking you, or not. It's not about other people not seeing you. It is about you not seeing yourself as the person that you want to be or believe that you can be. So my issue has been, as we grow through the years, we do and say a lot of things that we wouldn't normally do, or we look back on our lives and say, I'm glad I'm not that person anymore. I used to be. But it plagues you, and you think, gosh, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why did I act like that? I lost this friend, or I lost that sibling, or someone passed away before you got to say what you really wanted to say. You just recount all the things that didn't turn out right, or where you went wrong, all the times you went wrong, or you felt that you went wrong. Well, this is what I do. Again, this is what I've been experiencing for the last few nights. And because I do this, I'll get in this stuck position where I just think, gosh, why am I like this? Like, how can I forgive myself? And I'm thinking about what this person may be feeling or thinking right now in this moment in their life. And I realize that I'm wasting so much energy on thinking this way. I'm sorry, this is weird. My hair's wet because I just got out of the shower. I just noticed I'm like sparkling for no reason. It's not glitter, it's water. But even if it was glitter, I just think about the fact that I'm not who I want to be. But when I'm doing that, I'm thinking too much about what the other person might be feeling or thinking or doing. I'm not thinking about moving forward. I'm not thinking about progressing. And I think about just all the things that I hate about me. And I think about those and I magnify those. Yeah. So I think what I'm trying to say is, because I do this, I know that I can't be the only one. I know that other people might be doing this. And if you are one of those people, then what you probably have to realize, like I'm trying to realize right now, is that it is okay to feel that way. It is okay to think back on those things, because you are human and you may have made a mistake. It is okay. But what is not okay is when you don't move on and you dwell on that, because that is what has been fucking me up for the past 4 and 5 nights, is dwelling in this low vibrational place that serves no purpose but to destroy my energy and mute my potential. I don't need that. You don't need that. We don't need that. Okay? There is a better way, and we have all the power in the world to find that better way and move in that direction. It's not impossible. It may feel like that sometimes, but it's not. Don't get stuck in what you could have done, what you should have done, how you should be, who the person that you believe you should be today. Don't get stuck there, because guess what? You're alive right now, which means you have the opportunity to do that right now. You don't have to be who you were yesterday. It was yesterday. Yesterday is over. That part of you is over. This is a new opportunity to be somebody else, to be somebody great, to be the best that you can be, at least. So I just thought it was really important to share that. I sat and I'm like, how can I turn this around? Well, I have to turn it around, but I have to. Nothing outside of me can make this turn around. I mean, things can kind of influence my decision, but I ultimately have that decision. So I have to turn me around. because it's possible for me to. It's not impossible. It's not impossible for you. But you have to make that choice. We have to make that decision and take control. We don't have to be miserable. Hey, if you want to talk about it, talk about it. Talk to me about it if you want. Send a message. I'm open. I'm open for the conversation. I'll declare this night as the night that I became available for the conversation. So if you have questions or, I don't know, a topic you want to talk about, I'm open. Here I am. I'm here. I'm ready.